Okay, let's go.
I don't even know what to say. Welcome to Breakfast
Morning.
Takes, this show where we talk about anything and everything, especially sports and everything in between. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat. With me, I got my good friend, Mr. Mayor himself. What is up, my friend?
I'm doing great. It's a Monday. It's Star Wars Day.
Hey, May the
Force
4th.
be with you.
It's one of my favorite days. And so, just to get us started, welcome everybody. Like I said, we are live on TikTok, we are live on Twitter, and we are live on YouTube. So thank you for joining us. I just telling the wife is like, tomorrow, like, what is up with all this Star Wars stuff? I'm like, May the 4th, And she's like, what? I'm like, May the 4th. It's like, May the Force be with you. And she goes like, oh. I was like, got it. Enough said, So she had no interest whatsoever in that. She got it, you know what I mean? She understood the whole thing, but she's like, yeah, okay, cool. No big deal.
It's funny. Revenge of the 5th has never taken off for the next day either. May 5th, because May 5th is Cinco de Mayo.
Right, that's the whole thing. It's
like
because
it just can't seem to overtake. Now, I'm sure there are some serious Star Wars nerd circles where Revenge of the 5th is present.
Yeah. and now listen, I'm a fan. You know me. We both are fans of the franchise Star Wars, right? So like we get it. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
we're there, you know what I'm saying? We're there.
Yeah.
But we're not
I'm
to
not
me,
that deep.
no. And to me is, it's a Taco Tuesday, bro.
Yep. Exactly.
This week is going to be Taco Tuesday, so I cannot celebrate. Well, we could, we could have taco themed Star Wars. You know what I mean?
There you go. Now you're talking.
Hey, now we're having a conversation, right? Like we're
Exactly.
having a conversation now about that.
Absolutely.
How was your weekend, my friend?
It was really good. We went to Myrtle Beach with some friends just to get away for the weekend.
Yeah.
No sports or anything. Just we went down there Friday, stopped at a place at Myrtle's Inlet that was recommended by one of Rhonda's clients.
Sure.
They had so she said you got to go for the crab nachos. And I'm not a big crab person.
Yeah.
But she's like, they make the chips out of fried wontons and it's got crab meat and all this stuff on it.
Okay. Talk to me some more.
I was like, okay, that's pretty darn good. Here, I'll show you a picture of it. So we went there. It's called the Claw House.
Yeah.
And it was very well worth it. I mean, the atmosphere is right on the water. We also got some crab egg rolls.
Yeah.
So check that out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So that crab nachos was. I'll zoom in a little bit. There you go. It's got some pico on it with some corn and stuff and crab meat. That was so good. So we went. That started the weekend. We ate and drank all weekend long. I got the tacos. They had the shrimp and chorizo.
That sounds delicious.
Tacos. Those were awesome. So anyway, we get there and then had a few drinks. Went and checked in at the condo and hung out for a little bit, got things together, and then we did Chuck's Steakhouse that night. And it's like every meal we planned the next meal.
Oh my God.
So Saturday was we were going to go to brunch. We picked this place called Johnny D's for breakfast, for brunch. And that was fantastic. It was funny. We're sitting there waiting because it was raining, and we sent our friend Bart in to get us on the list, and all the rest of us like,
sure,
we're going to sit in the car and just chill out. And I think I sent you guys a picture. I'm sitting there, and Rhonda goes, oat milkers. I'm like, what? Oat milkers. This dude and his two kids come walking out, and he's wearing an oat milkers jersey, and the two boys are wearing the Hype Hens hats. I was like, mildly exciting. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm on the Hype Hens. I'm not on the oat milkers. I've never been on the oat milkers. I know you don't mind it. You don't care.
I just thought I love the kitschiness of it. I got two jerseys. I got a hat. I wanted it just for the nostalgic kitschiness of.
Listen,
of
and I get it. I understand that part. Like like that's something that you're gonna say. It's like, hey, later on, it's like I got part of history, right? Kind of situation.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I got it.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not my thing. How's that? It's
Yep.
not my thing. There's some things that I like. You know what I mean? Some other themes. That's just not me. You know, speaking of themes, let me ask you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna. I'll go finish real quick the weekend.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I also wanted to show you this. They had a street corn omelet.
Oh, damn.
That was so good. I mean, that was so good.
Have you ever had huevos rancheros?
I have. That's another fantastic
my
one.
God, how good is that?
But that was like to set up the drinking because we had to go get some breakfast in us, and we went to this distillery that was kind of the main focus of the weekend, was to go down and take two of our friends to this distillery that several of us had already been to. They have cocktail flights, and it's so cool. There's a picture of Mrs. Mayer with her cocktail flight.
She is loving life, from what I can see.
And
Hey, what's up, Phil? How you doing, my friend?
Ken the Blade play the Rockies every weekend. So yeah, that's a picture of her flight. She got the fruity-ish ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got a flight that had like their version of a Bloody Mary. This one down here on this number 10, number green one here, was kind of a spicy margarita style.
I can see the spiciness.
It's got
is that tahini?
Tahini, yeah,
yeah,
on the rim there. Yeah. So yeah, we went to. So it's 1233 is the name of the distillery. They had, and speaking of Star Wars Day, they had a Star Wars themed cocktail called the Asset Baby Yoda. It was Carolina peach, vodka, apricot syrup, orange juice, ginger beer. So that was the what they had on the board. And when it came out, this is what the cocktail looked like. They made it look like Baby Yoda.
Oh, damn.
And it was pretty good. It's a kind of a dry cocktail, but it was really, really good. So
okay, all right.
A lot of drinking there, and then some shopping and stuff at the outlets as well. And then yesterday we finished off with brunch at our favorite place, Blueberry Grill, before we headed back home. But at the outlets, one of where did I put my new hat?
I see. I think, is that the one that you sent me a picture of?
Yeah. So I was at the like a Sports Fanatic store. They had a bunch of different stuff at, and they had this retro fitted, because even the Pelicans don't sell this, but this is the original Myrtle Beach Pelicans logo.
That's a nice one. I love that logo.
Yeah. I have a snapback of this that a guy gave me at the Pelicans.
I remember you telling me that story.
Yeah. He's a guy that retired from New York City Police, and he's like, here, take this hat. But this is a 59. I mean, it's got the new logo on it, so it's it's a current custom.
That's such a sick hat, man. Yeah. Look at that logo.
So I had to get that one. I was like, man,
of course you did. I mean, listen, awesome. I get it, brother.
Yeah. So,
you and me have been going back and forth like, oh, which hat should I get for those Carhartt?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the Cleveland one.
Okay.
JJ on Twitter. He was like, remember your roots.
Right.
Like, damn, JJ. Like, I mean, I kind of was waiting for him to say something.
Yeah.
I think it was hilarious. And then I saw you chiming in, I'm
like, no, your roots are an island that gets hit by hurricanes. You should go with the hurricanes.
Although I should not, because hurricanes have ruined a lot of my plans.
Very true. That's true. You shouldn't get the hurricanes because you have had some trips ruined.
Well, I've had.
There's a quick shot of the hat. I can't get it focused.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, I see that. See a Pelicans hat right there.
Yeah, they had several different Pelicans ones.
The crossbones.
Yeah.
What's that top one above the Pelicans?
They had this one.
That's what I was just looking at. I was like, I remember that one. Yeah, that was one of their logos. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like here's the old school next to the current one.
Such a sick logo.
And they had this other one down at the bottom. I think it's one of their alternates as well. I started to get it too with the Flying Pelican.
Oh,
I really like that one too.
That's nice.
Yeah. So this store had all kinds of
cool shit.
Like I could have gone broke in there. I mean, look, they got a little the pink and teal Mexico
the Mexico hat. Oh, damn, dude, I
hadn't seen that color combination, but that's like a Miami color combination.
That is a sick color right there, homie.
but they had jerseys. I mean, there's a whole row of soccer jerseys right there in the background.
Did you end up giving that jersey?
Dude, like Patrick said, I think it's European sizing. I looked at the 2X. I put the 2X on, dude. That's like a small or a medium.
You're like
I was like,
this. I feel like
I went up to what they had listed as 4X.
Yeah,
it felt like a large. Like I don't know who 4X is that in that.
It's not you.
It's not me. I mean, I don't even know. I don't know who would have worn that 4X. I mean, I think that 4X would have probably fit Darla just fine. That's how tight it was.
Damn. And my wife is 5'1", bro.
Yeah. So that sizing was way off. It was like Temu jerseys, which they did
good.
Feel
Temu
like
jerseys.
When I took the 4X out, like I had to peel the sleeve apart. Like the stuff had been kind of pressed together and all. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of cheap.
It's best to leave it there. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a Fanatic store, right?
It's not Fanatics. It's okay. I mean, it's called Sports Fanatics, but okay. I don't know who runs that.
I was going to say, because if it's Fanatics, leave that shit there. You know that shit.
It's not Fanatics itself, but it's a chain down there. They've got, because they have 3 stores. That one's called Sports Fanatics. They got one called Hat Fanatic.
Yep.
That's at Broadway at the beach.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And I actually went over there to get the same hat for Patrick because they didn't have his size at the first place I went. But they have 3 locations there, and it's just all kinds of hats and jerseys.
The Myrtle Beach one that you have? Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So anyway, good weekend at the beach. Good time away from hanging out with all our friends and everything. So we enjoyed it.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for taking the time to listen, to watch this podcast. It is greatly appreciated. I am sorry that I'm interrupting the middle of your podcast, but it is for a very good reason. And the reason for that is because I wanted to let you know about a couple of shows that we have going on with the Dad Hat Chronicles. Every Tuesday and Thursdays from 8 p.m. until whenever we're done, it is the DHC Sports Show. We talked about all things sports on there, okay? So from baseball, basketball, we do some football, all of that, right? Join Eric Prophet, join Virgil Brooks, Patrick Larson, and Donnie Weiss, of course, myself, right? Every Tuesday and Thursday, we talk about that. All right. Number 2, it is a newer show that we have going on. It's called Break Even Sports, and that's where we talk about the things that are not in the popular world, right? For FCS football, right? And NCAA football, the lower divisions, FCS, Division 2 and 3. We talk about some soccer. That's right. We do talk about soccer. And then we also talk about Formula 1. I love Formula 1 and Indy race. So there you go. We get that. And then a brand new show that I wanted to tell you. It is regarding Monday mornings. And this is a very specific, very niche show. Okay. It is, it's called Breakfast Takes, in which, myself and Donnie Weiss, we talk about all the sports going on in North and South Carolina and the Carolina. So it's called Breakfast Takes. Okay. So just wanted to let you know that there's these 3 shows. They're all live. You can also catch it on my YouTube channel, as well as Instagram and wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you for listening. And now back to the episode.
What did I do? Saturday, it was, dude, the weather here sucked ass. Yeah. Okay, so it was like, usually on Saturdays here in Raleigh, we have our sandlot open. By the way, I've been making videos and I'm calling myself a professional sandlot baseball player, which I think is hilarious because obviously I'm not, but you know what I'm saying?
The whole point of sandlot is that you're not paid. It's not
exactly.
But I love that.
I'm playing with it. So, and I told my friends over here and they're like, dude, that's hilarious. So I'm going with it. Okay.
Yeah. Cause I drive for work all the time. Like I have to drive everywhere to go work.
Yeah. You're a professional driver.
I'm a professional. Yeah. When Rhonda's, when I start yelling at somebody on the road and stuff, and she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm a professional driver. I know what I'm doing. They don't.
Same thing, dude.
Yeah. I drive so much, I consider myself a professional. These guys have no idea what they're doing.
Right, because I'm a territory sales manager, so I drive all over. And say, I was like, I'm a professional driver here. I don't think you understand this, right? So So I'm doing the same thing, right? So I'm like, by the way, I am a professional sandlot baseball player. Okay, there's a regional alcohol shortage thanks to Donnie's weekend.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's pretty fair. I mean, we hit we got some good beers where we went. Actually, there was we were talking the other night too. I told you about the one from Dissolver the other night that was
Yeah,
the Wendy's one or whatever.
yeah.
And somebody mentioned the crab rangoon. I don't know, was that you, Phil, that mentioned the crab rangoon maybe? Somebody on the chat maybe, or somebody
Mm-hmm.
mentioned crab rangoon from Dissolver as well was really good. I saw there was a brewery, well, brewery's a loose term. One of our friends said one of our friends met one of their friends down there Saturday at the distillery, and they're locals, and they're like, you got to check out this place called the Black Drum Brewery. So I looked it up, and it's like 40 beers on tap, and they had that crab rangoon from Dissolver on tap. I was like, oh, we got to go there. So I convinced everybody to go there just so I could have one beer. Like, I really wanted to try that
How
beer.
was it?
Oh my God, it was so good. It
Okay, so
is,
there was an alcohol shortage thanks to
yeah.
him.
So that looks like a glass of juice right there, don't it?
It does look like orange juice.
That's kind of what it tasted like. It is a I'm gonna pull it up here on my Untapped while we're talking about it. But I was like, man, I got to go have that and try it, and it was fantastic. It's a sour, and it
I like
was,
sours.
yep. It had is a smoothie pastry sour, technically is what it's called.
Interesting.
And it has, if I can get to it, to get the description here. Oh, what here? Okay. Crab rangoon hot dog. It's a fruited cheesecake sour, and it has peach, apricot, pineapple, orange, tangerine, cheesecake, marshmallow, and a bit of lactose to tie it all together. So it's like a really like tropical fruit smoothie drink. Oh my God, it was so good. I mean, that was just a nice little fruity drink to have.
There you go.
Everybody gets on me about my IPAs and stuff, but I'm like, I can do a good sour too.
I like sours.
Yeah.
Speaking of beer, so Saturday I told you that we didn't do much. Like there was no baseball, no sandlot baseball because it was raining, it was cold, it was in the 50s the whole day. It was in the mid 50s all day.
Right.
There was no ifs or buts about it. So I was like, okay, fine. We're not going to do anything. So we stay home. The wife did her thing, and then I was like, all right, I gotta go meet one of our friends from the minor league community, Tom Thrash. So I went, to go meet him over at. Okay,
Wilson.
I went to Wilson. Okay, I went to Wilson, Donnie. Okay,
Yep.
to visit the Warbirds. Okay, so I visited the Warbirds. Okay, and a couple of things. All right, I took my daughter with me. Okay, I took the little mini me with me. All right, so I planned out because I was like I was not going to take her because it was cold, it was all that, right? But she was like, no, I want to go. I'm like, all right. But I had planned out because I had bought a brand new toy for vlogging. So I bought a vlogging camera, it's like about that big. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yep.
So I was like, I was going to go there. I was going to do some videos, and I was going to also do some live stream. That went out the window. There was no shot like at doing that because you know how it is with kids, right?
Yeah.
You have a plan agenda, and then it goes out the window.
Yep.
So I apologize. I tried to, but I couldn't do it just because of that. I did grab a couple of shots here, so I'm going to be doing some editing later on today, and then I'll put that later on. But anyways, I went with an open mind and an open heart. Okay, with an open mind and an open heart. And before anybody gives me shit, I even went with the intention of buying something to support the team.
Right.
Okay, because we're a North Carolina team. I'm all about Team North Carolina, so I went to the stadium to support the team. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You with me here, right? Okay.
I am.
All right. So we get there. You can tell the area is developing, right? So they're in the early stages of where Columbia used to be. How's that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Where Columbia was when they had the stadium.
Yep.
And there's like a brewery across the street. It's like in like downtown Wilson,
Mhm.
but it's like downtown Wilson is like this big.
Right.
Okay. So I was like, okay, no big deal because like, I mean, I see where they're going with this. All right.
Yep.
So, but I'm driving around and I'm looking at it that all I see is big buildings. Come to find out that this big building is the stadium.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So right away, I'm like, there's no character to this.
Right.
There's no character. This looks like a corporate building.
Right.
So I was disappointed with that. That's like first shot. I'm like, okay, strike one. Okay.
So they built it so they had like connected office space and things like that to sort of
Yes.
tie to get the
Yep.
cost. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So lease space probably helps fund a
Yep.
lot of that. Okay.
Which again,
Yeah.
I get.
Yeah.
No issues
Corporate
there.
partners and things like that
Corporate
can come in.
partnerships,
Yeah.
exactly. Multi-use building, all of
Right.
that. All right, cool. All right. So I'm like, all right, let's go in. So we go in and we see the park. Okay. This is a single A ballpark. Let's start with that. Okay. Single A. You know how many seats you've been to the Zebulon team
Yep.
ballpark. You know how many seats were there.
Yeah.
This is less.
Wow.
You can tell. Okay. The seats only go to third base and there's only a handful of rows. So there's not that many people there. Okay. So it's like, there is a berm on the third base side. It's very small, but this thing is steep as shit.
Wow.
Okay. This thing is steep. So I'm like, right. I'm like, all right. I'm like, work with me here. Okay. Work with me here, guys. And drink some water, buddy.
Sorry. I need some more coffee.
So coffee. There it is. So I was like, okay. So I go in there and I was like, hey, baby girl, listen, let's go find our seats. Okay. Because I have a friend of mine who's here from out of town. That this is the reason why we're here. I'm an hour and 15 hour 20 away. Okay. From my house.
Right.
So we go meet him. It's like Tom Thrash, great guy, awesome dude. Right. We were hung out for a little bit. And then I was like, all right, baby girl, why don't we go to the team store? Tom specifically waited for me to go to the team store. So I'm like, let's go to the team store. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did take a little bit of videos and pictures of that. So I'll be posting that here in a little bit today. We talked about the design and the logo, right? The W1 hat is actually really nice.
Okay.
In person. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I tried on the fitteds, didn't look right on my head. They look, it's like massive, right? So I'm like, because I like the W. Right away, I like gravitated towards the W because there's two colors. There's the burgundy, and then there's the their foul poles are too yellow. No, they're fine. Their foul poles were fine. My story's not over, Phil. Hold your horses. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's
the other one's kind of a bluish tealish color. Or
oh,
something.
dude, that blue one looks so good.
I like that color too. I
looks
thought about
good.
the W too. I can't find anybody that's got a team that's got a DW, but I could do a W for Wise.
Yeah, the W, get it. That one's good. I like that. Okay. They had the W in the 920. They didn't have the W in the 47 cleanup. Okay. They had a couple of 3930s.
Yeah.
Okay. And they had this new hat. And I don't know if I talked this with Patrick earlier yesterday. 1920.
I've seen a couple of those advertised, but I'd like to see one in person.
They look like this hat, right? But there's a little bit more structure to it because there's a little mesh behind the hat, inside. And it's a snap.
Okay.
But it's very, very unstructured all the way around, right?
Okay.
Really nice. It fit good. Okay. So I bought one.
Okay.
With the head logo.
Okay.
Okay. With the bird.
Yeah.
I bought it. I'm like, all right, I'm doing my part.
Yep.
I did my part.
Yep.
I bought a pin.
Okay.
Right. Because we've been talking about like, what am I going to collect? I'm like, I'm not going to collect any more other shit. I have too much shit.
Yeah.
Right. So because I told Darla about my idea about the map.
Yep.
I said, oh, that's cool, right? You just get a poster size map and then just start pinning them. I'm like, yeah,
that's what I got right over here.
Exactly. So that's what I was like. So that's what I'm going to do, right? So I haven't bought the map yet. So I bought a pin, but the problem is I wanted the inaugural season pin.
Yep.
They didn't have any.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
They should have had enough of that to last them all year long. That's if they had them, it should have bought enough.
In my opinion, I agree.
Yeah.
So Tom bought a really nice snapback 47 hitch. Okay.
Yeah.
It said Warbirds on it, and then it had a patch on the side that had the inaugural season
emblem.
Okay. right? So that was a cool one. I was like, and then it was cream with the white but baby blue around it. It was a sick hat. I'm like, Tom, I like the hat. That's nice.
Nice.
So you did a good job. I like that. There's no local beer that I saw. There's a lot of Miller Lite, I'll tell you that.
I get it. A lot of people go to ball games, and I mean, there's breweries that the running joke is everybody always walks in and what you got that's close to Bud Light or Miller Lite or whatever. I mean, that's what sells. It irritates me on Thirsty Thursdays at the Fireflies game.
Mm-hmm.
They have like all these discounted Bud Lights and stuff, and they don't have any discount on the craft beer.
But it sells.
It sells. That sells the hell out of people. One of my friends this weekend mentioned they had seen us at, because I forget where we were at. She saw somebody this weekend drinking just regular Budweiser. She's like, we ran into Donnie and Rhonda at the game last Thursday because she and her husband came out there, not knowing that we were at the game, came out there with his office people for a group outing. And she's like, it amazed me the number of people that were drinking like straight original Budweiser now. Like that's become a thing now, is not Bud Light, not Ultra. Everybody's just drinking straight original Budweiser. Well, they had them for $1.50 that night to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, which again, I don't get why you wouldn't sell it for $2.50. That's the whole thing.
But we're thinking, you and me are right here.
But they had them for an extra $1 off of that at $1.50.
Yep.
I was like, okay, whatever.
Yep. So, but yeah, listen, I'm putting this on. This is a new ballpark. It's their first year. There's a lot of things that they got to work through. I was not impressed with the food at all.
Yeah.
Not impressed. They did have something very cool. They have a self-serve station.
Okay.
Right. They have a couple of beers on taps. That was closed. But it was probably because it was later on, like I think it was like in the 7th inning when I finally went in there to look, because trying to convince and corral my kid.
Yeah.
I got to go back, but I think I have to go back by myself.
Yeah, so you could just kind of focus on everything and not have to, help, keep track
corral
of her
a kid.
and attend to her and her needs. Yeah,
exactly. So again, I'm gonna probably end up going back, but just by myself, just to give it a good look. Okay.
I'll tell you what, I don't have a lot of stuff going on in like parts of June and July.
Let's do it.
Maybe I can come up there on a Saturday or something, drive up, and we'll do a Saturday game and see how it is on like a Saturday night.
I'm with you.
Middle of summer after they've kind of worked some kinks out.
You know what? I think that's a great idea, right? We'll do some content together over there.
There you go.
There's one thing that I'm disappointed in.
Yeah.
Is as a dad, there's a section for kids, which is pretty great. I like that section for kids, right? That was awesome. Here's the thing. You built these like planes, right? Like World War II style planes, right?
Right.
But they made them out of concrete.
Ooh.
Bro, and these things were slipping. And I'm like, baby girl, you got to be careful. Like you slip and you're going to get a good hit. Like you're going to hit yourself. Like that to me was like, that's a no-no. I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's get it together here.
Right.
There's a couple of things. And like I said, I'm not impressed right now, but again, I didn't give it a full look.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to go back. I'm willing to say that I will go back, give it a shot, see how it goes.
Does it look like they've got it to where they could expand the seating areas in the future or no? See,
no,
you got to build a stadium for bigger than what you are.
No.
Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I guess money was probably an issue to start with in that area, which
it's Wilson.
Right. And I mean, you lured the team there with a new stadium, but if you build a stadium that's just the size or maybe even a little smaller so that it always feels full, you're kind of hurting yourself down the road if it actually becomes successful.
Bingo. Again, listen, it felt very vanilla to me. Okay. Yeah. There was, and the way I keep putting it is, and everybody's asking me, even Kelly of Minor League Nerd. I was like, hey, how was it? And I forgot to call him back, but to me, it was a very vanilla team, okay. very vanilla. Okay, like I was not impressed with that part. That's what the part that was disappointing. Again, I'm putting in a caveat that I will go back,
Right.
I will give it a full, look, take some videos, take some shots and all of that to give you guys a full rundown of the whole team. And then, let's do it in June. We'll go in June, you and me, and then we'll give it a full, let's see how it goes. However, I'm not impressed. Okay. As of right now, the hot dogs taste like shit.
How can you mess up a hot dog? Oh, man.
Okay. The pretzel wasn't, no. Although my daughter didn't have any issues with it.
Yeah.
I got a bottle of water just so I can share with me. But like I wanted to, this is, and Eric feels me on this one. If you have an advertising for a ice cream helmet.
Yeah.
And then you say we don't have those yet. Why are you even advertising it?
Exactly. And don't show it. Yeah. Right.
Okay. And then you're selling it for $9.50 when it's like Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I'm like, what in the actual? So I got a lot of issues, but I like the hat that I got.
Yeah.
The 1920. That's a good silhouette of a hat. That's a nice, dude. It was a comfortable hat.
Okay. All right.
So I'll give him that on that one. The merch was okay. You know how I feel about the uniforms. I'm not a fan of the uniforms at all. Not a lot of people are fans of the uniforms. And when I saw them on the field, and I'm like, yeah, it's not working out.
Right. And that one that they wore, that was which one did they wear that night? Because they had the pinstripe one on yesterday in Matthew's pictures.
They wore the Christmas style one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the cream and red stripe.
Yeah.
Nah. Now the ones they wore yesterday that I saw mapping the path post, it was the pinstripe one with the navy centerpiece. I think that's probably one of the best of the ones they've got.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm not looking at it in person, but on the picture, it looks way better than what the red one does.
Yeah.
For sure.
The heads are better than you know what I mean. I did ask a couple of my buddies we were at the Sandlot, and we're going to get to the Brockmire here in a minute. They said, "What is this? A Christmas theme one?" Without me saying a word.
Right. Yeah.
Because I was like, what'd you guys do? What'd you do? I was like, I went with the Warbirds, the new Warbirds, because we're talking about that we're going to be playing on June 13th. We're going to be playing at the Zebulon team for the Dirt Dogs.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, aren't they in Wilson? I'm like, yeah, I just went there. He's like, oh, is that the ones with the Christmas style jerseys and stuff? And they're like, and the AI generated logo.
Wow.
Just like that. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Well, either they're on the same wavelength of you, or they've watched your content and knew that was what you thought, or both. It's probably just their own opinion. I mean,
their own opinion, because not a lot of them really know exactly. Like they know what I do on the side. They know that I do content and all that, but like they haven't really seen a lot of the content.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have gone back and seen that like specifically. Right?
Exactly.
They'd have to have done a deep dive.
They were very yellow. Very yellow. They were perfectly put. They're not high though. Like usually they're super high.
Yeah.
They're not that high. They only go to like certain height. So, but they are building it. From what I understand, they're building a hotel there.
Okay.
Nearby, and then they're putting a car garage.
Okay.
So for parking garage and all that. So I was like, okay, cool.
Hopefully it'll develop. I know things around the Fireflies have super developed the last few years, and that place has become insane with all the stuff they have outside of the ball games. I'm just looking for a set of condos to go up behind left field, which would be perfect. There's a lot of stadiums that are doing that, and they've got a perfect spot behind left field at the Columbia Fireflies to put up a condo with some balconies overlooking the stadium and stuff. I see that happening in the future at some point, because they built so many other condos on the other side of the stadium. They got a lot of restaurants out there now. They've got a new brewery just moved into the site of the old Iron Hill Brewing. It kind of bugged me that Iron Hill, not bugged me. It's just kind of weird to me that Iron Hill opened up a brewery in Columbia. They're out of like Philadelphia.
Well, no wonder they failed, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, they had one in Atlanta, they had one in Greenville, one in Columbia, and then everything else they had was in the Philadelphia, Delaware, New Jersey area. I'm like, why are they expanding into the South? And they had like 14 different brewery locations, beer and food were great. I don't know. It's just mismanagement, I guess, because they ended up shuttering, I think, everything for right now. And they may
Reopen
redevelop
somewhere
it.
else?
Yeah, I think they're going to like get it all straightened out and maybe
Sure.
reopen some. But anyway, Three Notched Brewing out of Virginia took over that space. Ron and I stopped in there before a game the other night, the week before, and beer was good, food's really good. So hopefully they'll make a go of it because it's nice to have a little brewery right outside the ballpark.
We could drink like Donnie, then crash at his condo.
Exactly.
There you go.
I'm not opposed to having a condo down there as we downsize.
Yeah. That eventually, right? Okay, so that was what we got. I played Sandlot yesterday, by the way. And then a couple of my buddies were like all over 40, and we come up with a new Sandlot theme for the 40 and over.
Okay,
we're working on logo design. We're working on everything. All right, for the apparel of Sandlot baseball for the 40 and over. Stay tuned for that. It's good. We were laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay, it was so good. It was hilarious. We were dying, and so it's coming. It's coming soon.
So real quick before we get into the other thing, Hurricanes opened up against the Flyers on Saturday.
Put an ass whooping, dude.
They did. What did you think though of the viral skate beer mug?
Loved it.
I know that thing is. I was like, dude,
didn't I send that to you guys?
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen so much in the last 2 days about it.
Like, they
sold out of it in like no time.
Yeah. It looked like a skate, right? Like
yeah.
It's like a legit skate. You fill it up with beer, and they sold out of the whole that thing.
And I imagine they're going to try to get some more for some more games of the playoffs. I hope they are, but
yeah,
I got to find somebody that can get me one of those at some point, or maybe they'll just keep doing them, and I'll get one eventually if I get up for a game. But damn, that thing looked nice. That was cool.
Speaking of local, did you see the new hat that I sent you guys for the Durham Bulls?
Yes.
That's the Bull Dragon.
Yeah, the Bull Dragon. Yeah, that's
how sick is that?
That's pretty awesome right there. I like that.
I didn't have any of the Dad hats, but I'm like, I don't know, man. A snapback on that one or a fit, it might be still be not $51. So that's the problem. Like we've been talking about, I think that's been the theme for like the last week or so. Like everybody's been talking about it on Twitter that like, dude, $51 for a fitted hat nowadays? That's insanity.
It seems like in the last 2 years, it's gone up about $10.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man.
It used to be like $42 for a fitted. And I mean, like Dad Hat was like $20-something. It
was $35.
$39.30 was around $30-something, and a fitted was $42, and now it's like gone up almost to $52. Like,
yeah, you're talking about the cleanup. The 47 cleanup is $35 to $40. Same with the 920s, right? So it's like we have to be very, and I said it, I was like, I have to be very judicious on what hats I get now.
Yeah. Like
I told Patrick, I was like, I think I'm just going to start waiting until I go to the ballpark to buy the hats. It's going to probably be that I'm going to miss out on some hats, but like, dude, I can't afford
I'm the same way. I can't keep doing that either, and I want to support a lot of these teams, but
so do I. But like, I can't support it with $40 hats. It's just and they're Dad hats, then $50 plus on a, because we're not talking about shipping, and then we're not talking about tax included. So by the time it's all said and done, it's $65.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a bit much.
No, I'm good. Anything else happen around your neck of the woods when it comes to sports, my friend?
I mean, Clemson took 2 out of 3, but their baseball team is just a disaster. They were a dumpster fire this year. They took 2 out of 3 from Boston College this weekend, but we're going to probably be the 16 seed of the ACC tournament coming up soon. I wouldn't mind getting up to Charlotte to see an ACC tournament game, but I'm probably not going to work that in. I don't know actually when that starts here in the next couple of weeks, but I got so much else going on with our upcoming trip and everything. It's like, and they're just bad right now.
Yeah.
They're supposed to play, I think, this coming week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. They're playing in Charlotte.
Really?
Like a midweek game. I think they got another couple of midweek games before the season ends in Charlotte at the Knight Stadium, but I can't. I've seen 3 other games this year. Luckily, I saw someone they were playing much better earlier in the year, but right now they're just kind of a dumpster fire. Dude, they had what was the game here? Let me find it real quick. I think it was Saturday. They lost. Oh man, I'm thinking of something else here. Maybe Yeah, I think I got the wrong score. Oh, it's Friday. Yeah, yesterday. So they won 4-3 yesterday. Had some pretty good hits. They lost on Friday. That's what I was thinking of. But they're hitting and they had so many errors. That was the thing. It's like, come on, you're killing me here with all the errors and everything. Just sloppy baseball.
Yeah, I hate sloppy baseball. Although as a professional stand-up player, that's what we're known for, sloppy baseball. But like, you're professionals and you're like you're supposed to be going up to the majors and the minors and all that, and you're like playing like that. That's just wild to me.
Yep.
So
that was about it for around here lately.
Yeah, there's not much going on over here. Again, Carolina won. Stankoven, dude, this kid is on fire, bro. He is on fire. So, by the way, did you see that in the Stanley Cup playoffs, all Florida teams have been eliminated?
I didn't even pay attention about Tampa. To be honest,
got eliminated.
Yeah. Which is kind of crazy because they've both been so good for so long.
Yep.
But, I see that now. Canadians beat the Lightning 2-1.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday. So
Canada beat the Lightning. The Avalanche won Game 1 against the Wild. So that's it. You know what I mean? Today, you got the Flyers and Hurricanes Game 2, and then you got the Ducks against the Golden Knights.
All right.
How cool is that, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good series right there.
My Guardians got their asses handed to them by the Athletics yesterday.
Yeah, the Yankees are doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, they won.
I can't complain right now. Oh, real quick. So my I was telling you about my brothers are trying to put together a bachelor party trip to New York, and they've solicited out to all the groups. It's like 8 of us. Me, my 2 brothers, and a bunch of my brother that's getting married's friends. And so the oldest brother out there, Adrian, texted me last night, and he's like, do you think you can make 9/11 happen for the Yankee game? I really think that weekend would be amazing for the little guy's bachelor party. 25th anniversary of 9/11 at Yankee Stadium against the Mets. It'll be emotional, powerful, memorable. I was like, yeah, I think I can make that. He goes, tickets are still available for Ticketmaster, so we don't have to worry about aftermarket.
There you go.
So we're maybe going to do that weekend and hit the Yankee game on 9/11. We're going to hit Cooperstown that weekend, and they want to do some gambling. My brother's a poker player, so we'll go to a casino and they're going to play some poker. I'm going to watch. I'm not a poker player. That would be a disaster. I get in there and they'd be like, dude, what are you doing? You're screwing the cards up. You're messing the routine up. I'm like, I'll just be an observer when it comes to poker.
Phil, I just got back from a trip and now I have to plan for my next trip. Where's Patrick?
Exactly. So that's possibly in my future if he pulls it together to go up there. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be there on 9/11.
I would love to go to Cooperstown.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go. This is going to be fantastic to go with my brothers because they are such huge baseball nerds.
Good for you guys. It's cool that you have your family that are like all fans of baseball. Like in my family, it's only me and my brother. That's it. Yeah. Like my other brother could care less. My sister could care less. The only reason why she watches baseball right now is because her son plays, baseball. Other than that, she is not. She could care less about baseball. Right. My dad, my mom, no.
Yeah, that's kind of the same with me. Outside of these 2 brothers, my other brother that lives here, he's not a big baseball or sports fan. I mean, he likes it, but it's not like he follows.
It's not like us.
No, not at all. Not at all. And my kids, they don't care about sports at all.
No, dude. So obviously everybody knows already that the corporate media is going to be in Iowa, right? in August. So I told Darla, it's like, we're going to Iowa, just so you know. She goes like, why?
Because it's got the best corn in the country.
Right. One is also, Field of Dreams was filmed there. We got some baseball. I was like, I get it. She goes like, and I gave her the out. I was like, listen, you don't have to go.
Right.
Like I understand. Like if there's a trip for you to miss, this is gonna be the one.
Right.
It's just like, no, I'll go. So it's just, but listen, for us fans, like I've always wanted to go to the site of the movie, right? Field of Dreams. I already been to the site of Bull Durham. I played in that field, right? So like I've gotten to live out a dream.
Yeah.
So now it's like that's the next one. Like I want to play catch, have a catch
there you go.
in the site of Field of Dreams. So that'll be kind of cool to see. So
absolutely.
We'll see if she goes. I think she will.
Yep.
She's not gonna be too enthused about it, but Mia's it's all about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. She is like, yeah, let's go, Daddy. Where are we going?
Absolutely. She's looking forward to it.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, okay, let's do it. So, all right. So, episode 2, Brockmire.
Ooh, man, what an episode. It was not a lot of baseball. It was a lot of
it was a lot of
baseball superstition that was taken care of.
I think that was the theme of that episode is superstition. That's what I took out of it, right? Like you don't mess with the superstition.
Right.
I'm not superstitious. I'm just a little stitious.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean? and this was the episode for that.
Yep. They in fact, it was like one of the best parts of it is when you're on a losing streak, you change everything, and when you're on a winning streak, you change nothing.
Nothing. You stay the course.
You stay the course on a win streak, and you do not change anything.
And this was the episode for that. Like obviously, alcohol is heavily involved in this one, right? In this episode, it's just kombucha, like exactly, right? It's so.
And my favorite line, I made a couple of notes, several of my favorite lines from this episode. For the record, Sambuca tastes better on the way out.
Yeah. That was at the end of the episode. Yeah. I was like, and you could hear it.
Yep. And the other part that was funny to me, the line my favorite line was, I was helping those ladies find a new life at $20 a time.
Yeah.
He goes, and the dollar is real strong right now.
That was the thing, like it was mentioned twice.
Yeah. Later he's talking to the one guy, Jose.
Yeah.
And he's talking about something, and Jose says, "Oh, the dollar's strong right now." Like I'm like, oh, they wrapped around to that one. That was pretty good.
About his kids, it's like because he has like 13 kids.
Yeah,
he's like he's Catholic.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't believe in contraception.
Right.
Oh my God! Like the jokes just write themselves in this show. Like it was just boom, 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 boom.
Absolutely.
Oh my God! And she's talking about like the Jules, talking to Brockmire about her contract that he had when she bought the team, right?
Yep.
And Brockmire's like, oh, I did a couple of commercials in the Philippines on mortgage, so I have an idea of what what's going on
for reverse mortgages.
Reverse mortgages, right? And he's looking at it. He goes like, "You have a balloon payment after the first one." And he's like, I did it for the love, right?
Right.
Which I get at the same time, but like you're like, damn, dog.
Yep.
While at the same time there was turtle racing in the background.
No nudging the turtles.
Yeah. Hey, no nudging the turtles.
Not nudging the turtles. I mean, turtle racing, that's hilarious. It's got people betting on turtle races in the back of the bar.
That's funny. And they were drinking and they were talking about it, and then he was like, I'm gonna give you one shot, like you better make it. And then he was like, I can't remember what it was, what he said, but it was just like, snap, let's go. And then they started, how he's like, and then what I got out of it is like, he doesn't turn it off.
No. I mean, in the middle of having sex, he's like,
right.
He's like, broadcasting. He's narrating what he's doing as if he's at a ball game and talking about his technique and stuff. And
just right up the keister.
It's like that fastball. That fastball finger makes a good. I'm not gonna go into it. It's too.
No,
too,
no, it's
too
okay.
much.
Go into it because this is a listen,
Makes
we
a
all know
good
what this
butt
episode.
plug.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dang, dude. Oh man, that was something else.
Right.
Just the. I mean, and then out there running the bases, he goes running down first base, butt naked, and she's
Yeah.
like, she says something about, oh man, this is one of the reasons men shouldn't run naked.
Yeah. Grown men shouldn't
Grown
run
men
things.
shouldn't be running around naked.
What was it like? She was talking about like his youngest, like, it looks like two balls fighting.
Two balls fighting. Oh my god.
So, like I said, this episode to me was superstition, right? Because then they started fighting. Hey, have a good one.
All right, Phil.
Phil, have a good day, my friend. Go and educate these young minds out there.
Yep.
And so 18 days left. Congratulations, my friend. So, but this episode is, like I said, my theme, what I took out of it is when I was rewatching it last night, is that it's all about the streaks, right? Like, you don't break, when you're on a good hot streak, you do not deviate from that. Like, if you wear that jersey, you put on the same jersey, hat, everything, the whole thing. Like, you do exactly what you were doing, right?
Yep.
And then we're getting mad with each other and all that stuff. It was like at one point, like he was like both Brockmire and the kid got into it. There was like a traffic stop in there. He had blood all over his. Like, oh, it was from like the donation. I was like, is that your blood? And I was like, she goes, get out.
Yeah.
Like, just get out, close the door behind you. And she drops her pants and everything. And it's like, because they wanted to keep the streak going.
They got to keep the streak going, and they hadn't had any sex. And that day, it's
exactly.
like, come on, we got to get this in before the game starts.
What hilarious to me is that they kept the mic on.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Doing the national anthem.
They're like, what's the national anthem that's going on?
And you see the guys like this.
Like, what?
Like, what the hell is going on, man?
Oh my gosh.
So that was the whole thing about this. Like, when they finally got mad at each other, right? They're like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. She's like, nope, that's it. We're done. You know what I mean? Legs closed. Then they lose. They got their asses handed to them. But while there was like one strikeout left, Jose asked him, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? And he opens the window. He's like, well, I got nothing going on tonight.
Right.
And then, boom, strikeout.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the whole, like he was like, you're doing this and everything, and with the drugs and all that. I think it was hilarious. It was like, all right, Jose's not gay. What happens when when I'm inside of a girl and you do gay stuff? I was like, that's not gay.
That's not gay.
That's not gay. So you do as much as you want.
Right.
I was like,
okay, Jose.
Of all things, it's like, that was like the point where Brock was like, I gotta get out of here.
Right. It's like this has gone too far.
Right. And he started developing feelings for Amanda Pete's
Jules.
character, Jules. Yeah. Right. And I think, I was like, I know how you feel about me and how I feel about you, blah, 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 blah. And then she grabs her hand and I puts it in her face like this. This is such a weird episode.
It is, because it is all focused on the sex and the streak and all of that kind of stuff. But there's so many funny moments in the middle of all that. It's probably one of the raunchiest episodes, I think. If I remember right. Again, I'm rewatching, so it's been a while.
It's been a while for me here.
But it's like right off the bat, episode 2 is just all in there.
But I think it like I said, it takes it to a whole new level. But it's like the level of things that people are willing to do,
right,
to keep the streak alive. If you truly do believe that the fact that, like, for example, like, the two of you are having sex every day, and the team is winning, then you keep doing that, right? Like, you just do that until it's over, right? And so I was like, I get it.
Well, then it started with her wearing the California Prunes T-shirt.
Yeah.
When they were losing badly.
Yep.
And it was like, it escalated, but she wears that T-shirt, and the kid's like, what is it with baseball and old clothes? It kind of explains his jacket, but she's like, but I wore this shirt with my dad, and we went on a hot streak and this, that, and the other. And he's
You
got,
just gotta
the
keep
scrawny
going.
little kids at bat, and he's like, well, this is, pretty much over here. He hasn't hit anything. He hasn't done anything. And then he gets a little league in the park home run.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, okay. And then it kind of goes from there. It's like, okay, you got to build on that win. And that's where the whole thing starts that night. So,
Which, by the way, I still believe that the previous team name was much better than the Frackers.
oh yeah. Yeah.
I that's just my opinion. But did you cut the part where, like, obviously they're making fun? It's obviously this is all satire and all that stuff, right? Like, so it's not like and Brockmire is pushing the limits on all anything and everything that can make fun of,
Yeah.
right? And so, like, did you see like all of the drug addicts, like exchanging medicine?
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I get that. I get it now. So that was funny. I thought it was hilarious.
And the one little subtle thing that I caught the very beginning of the episode when he's talking about there's only like, a dozen people out here. And he's like, he's like, I could talk to them without the microphone. And he thanks them for coming.
Yeah.
And there's one guy that just kind of gives him they're showing the crowd, and he's like, just want to thank, all you for being out here tonight, supporting the team. And one guy goes, just a little simple nod.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the weirdest
guy. Was that the guy that was
acknowledgement of that?
Was that the guy that was cutting the lawnmower?
No, this guy had he took the cowboy hat off and then laid down on the bench,
right.
but he was like, yeah, okay.
All
but
right.
the guy that was rebuilding his lawnmower was hilarious because he was still rebuilding his lawnmower like at all the games during the streak.
Throughout the whole game, yeah.
Yeah.
he had the tools lined up on
all the parts laid out on
everything.
2 benches there and everything. It's like
wearing the way too short of jean shorts, and then the cutoff flannel shirt. I'm like, bro. The ending for me was hilarious because obviously now you've set up already the first 2 episodes. You're set up. This is baseball. She bought the team. She's trying to revive the team and all that, right? And who she thought they introduced the bad person, right? The main bad guy in the episode, right? Which was the friend who they dated and all that. And Brockmire right off the rip.
Yeah,
I don't like you.
He's like, something about you. It wasn't aura. I forget what the word he used was. But like,
there's something about you.
Yeah, your vibe is nope. I'm not.
Stay away from me.
Stay away from me.
Right. So right off the bat, he saw it a mile away. Right. He saw it coming a mile away. And she's like, yeah, he's the one that helped me put this loan together and everything. And he goes like, that's not a friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? That he didn't do you any favors, pretty much.
Exactly. Like, a friend doesn't give you that kind of contract.
Exactly. A friend will tell you, no, don't do this.
Right.
Right. And he was working for the bank, which is like, conflict of interest at that point. Right. So it goes to the end and then, the plan comes out. That's what it was. Like, all right, finally, hey, this is, the reason why we're trying to, make this go away is because we want to make sure that we build the water plant.
Yeah.
Right. The wastewater management.
The wastewater thing for the fracking. Yeah.
For the fracking. Exactly. And so they are making sure that team tanks as much as possible. So no one goes there, so that she goes on and claims bankruptcy. So that way they can go and buy it on the cheap and then be done.
Absolutely.
So we know the plan now. Like now we know exactly what's going on. Right. So we've set that plan going forward.
Yeah.
And the lady drinking tequila.
That was so funny. It's like, oh, but on a lighter note, our retirement of
so
Karen,
and such, yeah.
Like, that night in where was
their
it?
outing, they had some kind of like
down in Mexico
outing.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
And they bring in the tequila boys or whatever they come in.
The tequila boys. And so we're like,
the margarita boys. I think it
was it the margarita boys?
I think it was the margarita boys.
And she's laying on the table and then just drinking, tequila. Yeah. Like they're just dumping tequila in her face. I'm like this is like they're making fun of corporate America at that point.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, like they're saying this is corporate America right here.
Yeah,
and listen,
you're talking about a takeover. You're talking about like putting somebody out of business. But on a lighter note, man, that time we partied at a corporate outing. Yeah, we're going to celebrate that.
So And we've all been part of corporate America. You have been part of corporate America. I've been part of corporate America. Like I've worked in there and all that. And like those things do happen.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no ifs or buts about it. Like they do happen.
Yeah.
And so I think it was hilarious that, all of that happened. I think it was hilarious.
Yeah. Cause I've had, like, I worked for a guy that, when he came in, corporation came in and bought the printing company that I worked for, and then they bought the other printing company I'd worked for, and I helped with the merger of all that. And early on, he and I kind of bonded a little bit at first. Went to a AC/DC concert together. He was a big AC/DC fan. I'd never seen them, so we went to a concert together. And then a couple of years later, he's like, "I don't need you anymore. Like here, if you want to stay here, I'm getting ready to cut heads, and you can stay here, but you're going to take a pay cut and this, that, and the other." And then a few years after that, it's like, we don't need you anymore. Like how do you get to know somebody, hang out with them, and not, I mean, I know we're not friends. He's my boss, but how do you have a working friendship like that? And then just later it's like, you do somebody dirty.
I've been part of corporate America, and I've like you, I realized this. It's like, I'm a number.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it comes to corporate America, I'm a number.
Because it became evident to me a couple of years before they got rid of me. They started, like I said, they started cutting heads. When they started merging everything together, they started cutting people out to try and simplify it. And these were, I mean, I looked at it much more relationship wise to the coworkers and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were horrible with our customers. They didn't care about customer relations or relationships with businesses. It was all bottom line. And I kept seeing them cut management people and other people. And I remember telling Rhonda, like, at some point I was like, they're going to have to pay me to leave. They're just going to have to give me a severance, but I'm not going to walk out.
I wouldn't walk out either.
Because I really wasn't in a position to do that. I said, they're going to have to cut me and pay me a severance to leave. And then that's what ended up happening. One morning I come in and I'd already seen they had already let go like 3 other people. And I was like, what's going on this morning? And they're like, they're cutting some more people. It's always the end of the year. It's always like, latter part of the year. This was in August. And as soon as I saw HR come in, and I had known Anne Marie, and she's the nicest person in the world. And she hated it too. But as soon as she started walking over to me, I told somebody, I'm like, well, I guess it's my turn today.
Yep.
But in the end, it ended up being one of the better things for me because they ended up closing that plant a year later completely.
Yeah. So they were just, see, that's the thing though. Like I remember there was one time when I was, they waited all day for me to get laid off. I got laid off. I've been there. I've been in that position.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, dude, like y'all are doing people dirty. And then I wanted to punch this dude. Like I got emotional, but like I wanted to punch the boss because like he came all the way from Oklahoma and started cutting people. Like, and I'm like, yeah, I see what you guys are doing.
What got me is the guy I was just talking about. He was there. He was, he was the head of the operation at that point. And like I said, we had a relatively decent friendship throughout his time coming in and taking over. I'd kind of helped show him the ropes with these 2 companies. And he was down the hall in his office. Hey, he didn't even bother to walk down there and say anything to me. I mean, I get it. If you're going to cut me and you're a corporate, a corporate
you're making
person,
the decisions. Yeah.
You have HR and you have the person that works under you that used to do my job, which was operations manager.
Yep.
Come in there and tell me that, well, we're having to make some cuts because of the economy. I'm like, hey, you got a damn thing to do with economy. You don't know how to run a print company.
You just don't know what you're doing. But we're not going to do
the fact that he couldn't at least make an appearance and say, hey, I'm sorry, this is happening. But no, I just yelled down the hall at him, like, almost called him a coward, like Virgil with UC Davis. Like, you coward, you couldn't even come down here and like say anything to me.
And that's my whole, like that's my issue. Like when, just do it. Like it's fine.
And they're like, oh, well, HR will pack up your desk and you can come back and pick up your box of stuff. I said, no. I said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to pack all my stuff up. And everybody a lot of these people I had worked with for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like they're going to see me walk out this door and they're going to know what's going on because most of them are like, oh shit, if they can cut him,
They'll cut anybody.
they'll cut anybody. And that's what
Yeah.
I did. And Anne Marie's like, she walked out there, and like I said, she's HR. And in most companies, they wouldn't let it. She's like, you get everything together, you do what you got to do. Let me know when you're done. And I wiped my computer clean. Like I had personal shit on my computer because it was a laptop for work. But
yeah, it was still your personal as well.
yeah, I still did personal stuff on it, banking, and I had a lot of things set up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wipe all this clean. Packed up all my stuff in a box, and then people were like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "It was my day today." It was crazy.
And you did it on purpose, right?
I did it on purpose. I was not really making a scene, but making a
statement.
A statement by doing it. Yep, absolutely.
And good for you for doing that. Because like they don't give a shit.
Nope.
They never will.
Nope.
And so at the end of the day, listen, I get it. To me, if I'm gonna lay you off, I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna tell you as a man. Like, hey, listen, dude, I gotta follow the orders here.
Yeah, exactly.
And so orders are orders, and I respect you. I have the utmost respect for you, but this is what I got to do, and that's okay. When you say that, and you're like, okay, I got you. Thank you. I appreciate what you did.
Yeah, don't disrespect me by not making an appearance.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, yeah. Anyways, guys, we are at the top of the hour. It was a great episode today. I appreciate all of you guys. We will be back on Monday. Our trip is slowly but surely coming.
Yep.
My friend.
Coming together in a couple of weeks.
I'm excited.
We'll be covering episode 3 of Brockmire next week. We
are going to be doing episode 3. We're going to have to find a way, because I know you're probably coming back Sunday for after our event. So I'm probably going to be at the airport doing that. So I'm probably going to be doing a live stream at the airport doing our breakfast takes episode. So we'll see if
we'll figure it out, because there's a conspiracy that we won't make it past episode 4.
There is this conspiracy, and I don't agree with this conspiracy, but you know what? It's okay. So we'll let those naysayers be naysayers. So
that's right.
Guys, again, we'll be back. Make sure you guys come back on Monday. We're going to be live again at 6 a.m. We'll be here. And then if you want to follow along, because this will be going on a podcast episode as well. If you want to follow along, we just got done finishing episode 2. Now make sure you get ready for episode 3 next week, where we discuss Brockmire season 1, episode 3. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
This podcast is part of the Curved Brim Media Network. Here are some of the other members of Curved Brim Media.
Hi, this is Kelly Robinson, the Minor League Nerd. My YouTube channel explores the history of minor league baseball teams. More than just stats, we delve into team lineage, sharing stories from current franchises to obscure one-year wonders.
I'm Paul Caputo, and on the Baseball by Design podcast, I talk to minor league baseball teams, designers, and other super interesting people about what these minor league baseball logos mean, and I talk a little bit about ice cream helmets.
What's up, Bucketheads? I'm Anna DiTomaso, and each week on the Baseball Bucket List podcast, I speak with a different fan about their favorite baseball memories, what the game means to them, and what's left to check off on their baseball bucket list.
Hey everyone, it's Eric from the great state of Kansas.
This is Johnny from the New Orleans Baby Cakes Memorial Museum.
And we are the Earn Fun Average podcast,
where we talk to a variety of guests about their love of baseball and have fun doing it.
America, lower your standards.
Average is what we do best.
This is Patrick
and Corey
of BaseballMapper.com, and we have made an interactive map to help highlight all baseball teams from the majors down to collegiate summer leagues.
We want to bring you closer to baseball. So get on the site and find a team near you today.
Hey guys, this is Patrick Larson from the Minor League Baseball Hat History Series. And in every episode, I go through the history of minor league teams through my personal collection of hats. You can find me on Twitter at @PatLarson1. I hope you guys enjoy.
Learn more about Curved Brim Media at curvedbrimmedia.com.